just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's good. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field you've got to watch on every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
Derrick Henry broke through some contacts but unable to reach the 40. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago, and And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11 now. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Past the 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans, nothing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Henry, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10. Now
Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
30-yard line. A gain of 14. And the
right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it's going to be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Back to Brown, this time complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
The kicker on.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
After the interception, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete.
This is too
and
easy
all the
right
way
here.
in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flush to his right. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott escaping the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And this one is right down the middle. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
2nd and 16. This time Jackson will throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Irv Smith Jr. There to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
To put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And hard running is going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott on first down. This complete to Henry over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Prescott. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
4th down, Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had him blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. A first down carry for Henry, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 7.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans can have the lead if they hit the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Titans 23, Ravens 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set at the line for this next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. A good pickup there at 22. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run here with Dobbins. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, this is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
23. Justin Tucker.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this This is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do in the two-point conversion.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the two-point conversion. One last shot now for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. But no doubt they had to go for 2 to tie the game. Now they need a miracle on the onside kick.
They gave it their best shot. Can they pull it off here and maybe get one of those onside kicks that bounces perfectly, and they can grab it and run it all the way to the other end zone? That's what they're down to at this point.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Throwing now is Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.